Now, we focus much of our headlines on the West Wing of the White House, but rarely do we hear about the East Wing. In an exclusive interview, One America's Chanel Rion gets behind-the-scenes insight to the First Lady's office.
Chief of Staff to the First Lady, Stephanie Grisham, has had a fascinating journey through the White House, from the campaign trail to the White House in both East and West Wings. Back in the East Wing, Grisham sat down with One America News to discuss the First Lady in her office, an office whose good deeds go often unpublicized or are attacked by a politicized press. Talk to us about the relationship with the press from the First Lady's perspective. She's been a lovely First Lady, and there's really so little to actually criticize, but you still have a press that is very unusually hostile. Can you elaborate on that, especially from the position that you were just in before here?
Definitely, it's hostile, I think, for this whole administration by and large. When it comes to Mrs. Trump, I can say she doesn't pay attention to it. I certainly pay attention to it because it's my job, and I'm the one who gets very angry and riled up and protective. And she's very quick to say, "That's just noise, Stephanie. Don't worry about it. We're doing what we need to do to help children and people see what's going on here."
May 7, 2020 marked the second anniversary of Mrs. Trump's BBest initiative, a mission aimed at helping raise awareness to children on the perils of opioid abuse, the importance of personal health, and ensuring online safety. Initiatives the media tends to ignore or attack.
It is unfortunate, I think, that a lot of times focuses on what she's wearing and not what she's doing, which she has said. That's one of her biggest disappointments. And again, rather than using some of the resources, I think that the media misses so many opportunities to promote not Mrs. Trump, but the resources that she is shining a light on.
Grisham adds, as someone who has dealt with the press on a daily basis from both wings, she sees clear adulation for past First Ladies and a tendency to politicize Mrs. Trump in the present. Grisham says this is more a frustration from her perspective than it is for the First Ladies.
If you look in history, First Ladies are featured on the cover of magazines. Certain First Ladies are fawned over. It's frustrating, but I think more for me, honestly. She's a woman who doesn't care about that.
It would be interesting to hear a little bit about Mrs. Trump's leadership style. Like, how does she run this office? You know her very well, and You've worked with her closely.
Yes. She is constantly, asking me to let the team kind of spread their wings and fly. So she's not a micromanager. She likes for us to think outside of the box, which is fantastic. And then she's just got the best sense of humor, which makes it so much fun over here.
Grisham says amidst the coronavirus pandemic and efforts to safely reopen the country, the First Lady's office is now focused on ensuring children and educators have the resources they need to endure this pandemic. Chanel Rion, One America News, the White House.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One America News on YouTube. And call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.